Chase from the 1911s, and doing a Bigsby string change for Pi Records. And if you're not familiar with Bigsby tremolos, they're kind of a pain in the ass to restring. When you're first starting to do it, it feels like you need 3 arms, 3 hands, and another pair of feet just to get the strings to hook on the posts of the vibrato and run it through and tie it up with the tuning peg. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but there's one simple tool, if you don't know how to do this already, that will save you a lot of frustration. So I'm going to show you, and here we go. So the tool I was talking about was a pair of needle nose pliers. Why? Well, you're going to find out right now. So usually what I do, especially on Gretches or any kind of guitar that has a bridge that moves, there's several things you could do. You could tape it off to identify where it actually is, because if this is out of place a little bit, your intonation is going to be screwed. We don't want that. So in this case, even though I have taped it, I'm still only going to do 1 string at a time. It kind of prevents me from oiling the fingerboard, but it's not terrible. So we're just going to go 1 string at a time. I never snip these things with tension on them. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I always unwind the string a considerable amount to take the tension off of the string I'm changing, and then I'll cut it, get rid of it that way. To take your needle nose that we discussed, because this is critical. This is actually very critical. This is what turns a pain in the ass string change into something that is relatively simple. These are the key to your success in this case. So I've already pre-bent this E string, okay? So what you want to do is you want to take the needle nose, grab it by the ball end of the string, rotate it around the needle nose just to put a bend on it, okay? But at the same time, you want to make sure that the hole that's in the end of the ball is facing the top of the bend. Why do you want that? You want that because on 99.9% of all Bigsby tremolos, there's posts that protrude from the cylinder. So you have to hook the ball end onto one of the posts. And sometimes that could be an absolute nightmare. And if you don't pre-bend the string, it makes it an absolute disaster to do. You'll be here for 3 days. You lose about 10 pounds in weight. You've said things that you never thought you were going to be able to say. Become a master in profanity if you aren't already. So I don't like a lot of extra string on the peg. Just enough, maybe one wrap, 2 wraps. So I usually cut it halfway between the 2nd and 3rd peg on the headstock. So then you got to wrap like you would normally do. Go along, loop it, get underneath, which I'm not doing right now. Hold on, almost there, not yet. It's funny, usually the vibrato end of it is the pain in the ass, not the winding it around the peg. There we go, all right, now we're in business. And tune to pitch, and you're done. And that is changing a string on a Bigsby vibrato. Very cool. Once you get it, you got it. And hey, you see this over here? I don't know if you can see this. Let's take a look here. Take you from a perch. See this? Cut this shit off, right? Why? Because it's going to stab you in the friggin' finger and you're going to be bleeding all over the place. Anyway, that's it. I hope I shed some light on the elusive Bigsby string change. And Check us out, 1911s.bandcamp.com. Thanks.